My recovery began after I had a pretrial with SCAD. I wore an ankle monitor for like 3 months, I think it was, but I was offered through Judge Toohey to go to Willow and then to Bridge. And I spent, I guess, about 3 months with the ankle monitor on, and I went through my misdemeanor stuff with Toohey, and he completely took that off and said that all my misdemeanor stuff was over. And at that point, it was my decision to stay or to go, and I stayed. It completely changed my life. I mean, you know, I've stayed sober, had the same job for close to 8 months, you know, just, it's completely changed everything for me. The steps and working through AA and all the things that I've been doing, it's just completely changed my whole outlook on life. I mean, my life is completely turned around. Like Ted Hughes, Scott Hipsher, they're the directors of the Bridge program. If it wasn't for them, I would definitely wouldn't be where I am today. Whitney Turner, she's been so helpful. I mean, having people that believe in you and push you to do what you're supposed to do, and there's a reason. Like, I used to be so rebellious toward any kind of authority, but you know, any kind of that stuff. But I know that they love me, and I know that my best interest is all that they have in mind. The support with these people are, it's just a whole nother ballgame. I've been at other programs before. I'm 40 years old, you know. So to have people that, with their backgrounds and knowing who they used to be, they still, each one of them give us attention, one-on-one attention, and make sure that we're getting to where we need to go and we have what we need. Being sober to me is not all it's about anymore, you know. Like, I'm super excited. I hit my 30 days and 3 and 6 and other things, and I'm just about to a year, but I'm starting to realize that's not all really I need to be. It's just sober, you know. I'd like to rebuild everything while I'm there, you know. Each relapse has been worse and taken away more. I've got 2 kids. In 2004, I got in some really big trouble, and my son was taken because of that. And then years later, I had my daughter, and I was fine. I was clean for about 11 years, but I didn't work a program. I did not go to meetings. I just stopped doing it, you know. I thought that was all I needed to do. And fortunately, 11 years later, it crept up on me. The opportunity was put in front of me, and I took it thinking, oh, it's okay. I've been clean for 11 years. I can do it. That's just not so. It took that last relapse, just, you know, everything was gone for me for that long. But I became an addict long before I was ever willing to admit that I was an addict, and I didn't realize that that was what was going on with me. At the time, I just was putting substance in my body that wasn't quite taking over my life as bad as the one did that ultimately ruined everything for me. But still now, looking back, I know I was definitely an addict very young. My sister has always been there for me. So when she decided to say she was completely done because of my addiction, I think not that it's her fault in any way, shape, or form, but I went all, yeah, the abandoned feeling for my sisters, and it's all my fault. I know that, and I'm praying to get it back, but I think, like I said, I've just paved a path of destruction so much that I've just got to every day pray my way through that until I can get proof enough to her that I'm not going back out, you know. I can't believe that my next step is a year. I mean, like I said, I was clean for 11 years, but that didn't mean as much as it does now because I'm working a program. Like, it's not just me being sober, working the steps and sponsoring people, and it's changed me, completely changed me. You know, I've got a chance to be able to get to the core of what's really caused this issue my entire life that I didn't even realize was going on. So this whole recovery journey has been without her. I still reach out to her daily, but, you know, and either way, I'm gonna have to be okay. That's something that is hard to come to grips with too, but I have faith that it'll rekindle that relationship, because we were closer than any sisters I've ever known. Give it a chance, because it's not just rebuilding your life, but it starts at our core. There's reasons why we do what we do. I don't want to leave this program until I am ready, you know. I don't feel like it would be successful for me to leave if I'm unprepared, you know. I did this so that other people could see that there's another side to us, you know. And it's growing. It's an ever-growing deal, and I'm happy to be a part of it.